Hey podcaster, I'm Tim Mulberg, your podcast performance coach, with another actionable tip so you can sound like a pro and gain more podcast fans. Today's tip is always be brainstorming. If you're like most podcasters, you're likely thinking about new ideas for episodes all the time. You might get inspired by another podcast you hear, something you see online, watch on TV, hear on the radio, or read. You know, like in a book. Does anybody know what a book is anymore? Anybody? What do you do when an idea pops into that sexy brain of yours? Do you A, say, wow, what a great idea for an episode, then immediately forget about it? B, say, holy crap, what a great idea for an episode, then write it down on a sticky note and post it with your other 472 stickies that eventually dry up and fall to the floor behind your desk, only to be discovered 3 years later alongside 20 elastics, 14 paper clips, and that USB thumb drive you've been looking for. Oh my God, that's where it is. Or C, say, yowza, what a great idea for an episode. Open up that Google spreadsheet of yours with episode ideas or an Evernote and add it to the list. Terrific. Now that you've filed that idea for later, don't stop there. This is the always be brainstorming part. Hash it out. Some might call it a form of producing. Yeah, could be that. Maybe it's just formulating an idea. Whatever you call it, hashing out your episode will make sure your ideas are cohesive when you present it to your podcast listener. Here's one of the best ways to brainstorm your episode ideas. Chances are you have a cell phone. Use it. Use it on the spot. Right then and there when that idea pops into your head. Grab those ideas at the moment of inspiration because it'll never be more clear than that instant. Then you can travel back in time to this moment to get the full meaning of your thoughts. Hit record on your voice recorder and ramble for 3 to 5 minutes on your subject. Outline the episode in your head. Hit all the talking points you want. Talk through it. You'll be surprised at what comes pouring out of your mouth. Let those ideas flow. Pull over if you're driving to do this. Tuck into a quiet alley if you're walking down the street, but do it when the moment strikes. If you have a co-host, this is a great way to present an idea to your partner. Share that recording with them. Their mind will start churning just the way yours did. They'll expand your idea, branch off, go further down that road. Next thing you know, you'll be planning a 5-part series on the topic. I learned this trick out of necessity. Back in my radio days, we were doing 6-hour jock shifts and an average of 5 breaks an hour. That's 30 chunks of quality content. And this was before the internet and cell phones. I wish I had remembered all of the ideas that came into my head to talk about on the radio. Finally, a lifesaver, a simple little notepad. I started jotting down what I saw on the way to work, at the gym, in the store, or at home. I later discovered a lot of jocks did it, and it was the go-to tool of the trade for any successful comedian that I ever worked with too. Some even used mini cassette tape recorders. Documenting in that moment of inspiration was the best way to capture the magic. So, now, when you're ready to come back to this moment of genius and outline your podcast episode, you've already done most of the work. The framework is already there. But there's more, because this is when something even better happens. As you're listening, you'll start asking the questions you'll want to ask your guest. You'll start asking the questions your listener will want to ask. You'll start filling in the gaps naturally, and things will start to take shape. The stories, the experiences about the topic will start percolating. And by the time you're ready to record, you'll have a well-rounded, thought-out, cohesive episode with a beginning, middle, and end that will leave your listener feeling taken care of and satisfied. So take advantage of the tech that you have. When inspiration strikes, take 5 minutes to hash out that great idea. Record yourself, email yourself, or leave a message for yourself. You'll sound more like a pro before you know it. Instead of staring at the sticky notes with the scribbles on it, like this one right here, it says, podcast idea, energy mirror. This is my writing. I know it's my writing. It was my idea at the time when it popped into my head. I don't know what it means. So I'll try to figure this out. But don't miss the next episode of Just the Tip when I'll be explaining and talking all things energy mirror. The tool every podcaster needs. Seriously, if you know what this means, Energy Mirror, please email me. So visit podcastperformancecoach.com. Get your free Energy Mirror. Regular price $99, but this week free at podcastperformancecoach.com. Yes, that's Energy Mirror. Energy Mirror. Get yours today. podcastperformancecoach.com. I'm Tim Walberg. See ya!